find my way through a show with it being on a Saturday. It's weird that we're doing. I mean, I'm good because I wanted to do a show, but it's very strange doing it on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I never do it on a Saturday.
Usually, I reserve that for Sunday morning or Sunday night. Before and after the Lord. This cat's fucking you up.
After the Lord album you listen to
Yeah,
get you going.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
what I figured you meant.
What's that Lord? I don't even know what one of Lord's songs is.
Royal or something.
Royals, yep.
Yeah.
Kansas City Royals.
Yep.
Royals, yep.
We are a shitty team. Yeah. Something like that.
I'm glad you've got the remix already down your head. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of the Level Up Show podcast, episode 184. I am your host, as usual. I am Derek. With me, as always, a man whose love of battle royales can only be compared to the love the Patriots have of winning Super Bowls. It is Ralph. Hello, Ralph.
I do love all those things.
The Patriots and battle royales.
What if 100 New England Patriots teams got dropped?
Yeah.
Into Foxborough Stadium.
100 Julian Edelmans.
Has there even been 100 seasons? I don't know if there's been a.
You can have like multiples. They're duplicates.
Fine. Yeah. It's every team plus all the uniform changes. So I mean that gets you over 100 for sure.
Well, it could be one Julian Edelman and 100 performance-enhancing drugs,
and it's still getting the Hall of Fame.
Have the Patriots changed their jerseys in the last 18 years? I don't know if they have.
I mean, just the alternates. So like the blue and the gray, and then the regular white and gray or whatever.
I don't know if that gets you 100.
They look slightly different, but yeah, not much.
I'm sure there's
18 years.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of like the Steelers. They don't really change. I mean, they've changed their jerseys, but not a long time.
They have those shitty fucking B uniforms too.
Oh gosh,
those
Patriots jerseys in the '80s were pretty good.
I don't think I remember those.
They were like white. Well, on the helmet was a white helmet and like a guy hiking a football or something.
Those. Yep. I'm with you now. I'm with you.
Yeah,
those are good.
I think those made it into the '90s as well.
Yeah, they did.
Early '90s.
Yeah.
Also joining me is a man who only runs for Mr. X because he's late on his rent. It is Ryan. Hello, Ryan.
Oh God, I don't know if anybody would want that guy as a landlord. Like he'd probably go out of business because as soon as somebody's late, they'd be dead.
X gonna give it to you though.
Yeah. Oh man, you have no idea how much joy those videos brought me. I was crying, laughing, especially the really long ones. But that last little 8-second one, I was just I lost it. I don't know. It's so perfect, and I don't know. I just never thought about it. So
yeah, DMX needs to make money from that because he needs money.
Is he doing stuff still? I don't even remember.
Yeah, he's doing that. He's coming to Des Moines on tour. $40 for a ticket.
Wow.
He's coming to St. Louis area also. Sauget, Illinois. It's like a shithole club I've been to. It's outside St. Louis. It's pretty rough.
It's Woolies here, which is a good little place to see a concert. So I'm still very much considering going because that would be a really ridiculously fun show, I'm sure. If not something to laugh about later, but also I'm guaranteeing, and I'm not trying to be stereotypical here, but I would walk into that building and immediately
lose your mind.
Immediately
up in here,
feel real stoned.
Oh well,
pretty sure that's what's going to be happening. X is going to be giving it to me in more than one way.
I mean, is he performing that whole album? His first album,
it's the 20-year anniversary. I don't know if they said top to bottom or if this is just a reason for him to go out on tour. Not to mention the fact that he just got out of jail. But
what's he doing in jail? What did he do?
Oh man, he did all kinds of things,
all kinds of stuff,
impersonating an FBI agent.
What? What is he doing? Why?
I'm not kidding. It's like mostly like. Was there like a lot of tax evasion?
Yeah, a lot of tax evasion. A lot of Wesley Snipes tax stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, there's a lot of tax evasion.
Yeah, people don't like to pay their taxes when you get.
I wonder how they get caught because it seems like every rich person does that.
I don't know if you just hire a bad accountant or if you just think that I'm not going to get audited, even though
they probably didn't even do their taxes.
Yeah.
I don't know, but the weird thing about that DMX 20th anniversary of that album is he put out 2 albums that same year, I thought. Because, like, It's Dark and Hell is Hot. No, wait. It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
that's the album. Yeah.
Doesn't sound right. And then Flesh My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. I swore they came out in the same year.
I'll tell you real quick.
Why would that was at a time where, well, I guess we're in that time now where artists put out multiple albums in 1 year. It's like
how much jail time did he do?
it could have been too long.
It's Dark and Hell is Hot was May 12th, 1998. Flesh My Flesh, Blood of My Blood was also December of 1998.
Yeah,
I don't know. That other one, not an album. We're wrong.
Which one?
The other one that you just said. You said 3, right?
No, just 2.
No, okay, yeah. So, and then let's see, legal issue.
And then there was X.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tax fraud, July 17th. I'm glad this is the DMX show. Charged 14 counts of tax fraud, failing to file income tax returns from 2010 to 2015.
Why would you do that? Why would you even file it?
Period, on which he earned $2.3 million. Pled guilty to a single count of it November, originally free pending sentencing, but remanded to jail in January 2018 after leaving a drug treatment program ordered by the court, relapsing with cocaine and oxy. In March, he got sentenced to 1 year in prison, 3 years supervised release, and pay $2.29 million in restitution to the government.
I still remember when he left the courthouse one time recently, he was wearing a Def Leppard shirt.
That's pretty good.
I hope he listens to Def Leppard. He may not even know who it is.
I hope he does.
He was in Def Jam Vendetta, so
he must think it's a spinoff.
Oh, yeah. He was on the Def Jam label.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It must just be a cover.
Oh gosh, we'll just keep this DMX train rolling. I remember when I got on Amazon one time several years ago, and they had a DMX Greatest Hits album for $5 to download. I'm like, hell yeah, I want that. And it was called Greatest Hits with a Twist. He re-recorded every song.
Oh no!
He must not have had the rights to release them himself anymore. Like Kiss did the same thing at one point, and
oh fuck,
they were all horrible. Like the music wasn't quite right. Like I don't know.
It's like somebody playing Mario music and just like it's turned up just a hair, so it's not actually.
I mean, it's like a cover band almost.
Oh, that's amazing.
It was like, holy shit! How did I spend $5 on this?
March 22nd, 2011. Yep, that's when that came out.
So you say what a lot of his songs too.
Yep.
So yeah.
He kind of started that though.
The fire,
I think. Well, him and other people.
Billy Zane. Oh wait, no, Billy Joel.
Yeah, he's a great.
He's a great.
He's a great artist.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Billy Joel, best rapper.
Best rapper, Billy Joel. Yeah. Definitely just all of the piano rap in my life is what I need. Yeah. I introduced somebody that worked at trap music the other day.
Oh, why? Why would you do that?
She was unaware what trap rap was, and so.
I hear that and I think of Trapped, the band.
No, not Trapped. That would be pretty good too.
It's similar.
I mean, it's pretty close. A lot of hi-hats in Trapped, a lot of hi-hat and trap. But I didn't have a good definition of trap music other than pull up sicko mode and listen to that, or listen to there's a few Kanye West songs I know have some trap.
Anything from Migos.
Yeah, Migos. I'm like, basically if you hear that really quick hi-hat tapping, that's
yeah,
that's basically your trap music.
And they're not rapping very fast.
It's very talking, whispering, mumble shit.
I have like a love-hate with trap. I don't know.
And Trapped itself also.
I love Trapped. So
Are you headstrong?
Back off.
I'll take you on. Yep.
Is that their only song?
No, they had like 4 or 5 singles, but the first 2 albums were pretty good.
Was it just all remixes of that one song? Or
I think they released an album where they re-recorded songs also, if I'm not mistaken.
Who else did that? But it actually worked out. It worked out okay. It was Everclear.
Rob Zombie. Oh,
Everclear.
So listen to Santa Monica. I don't know. Santa Barbara. Santa something.
Santa Claus.
Reindeer. Yeah, I don't know.
The classic song. Santa got run over by a reindeer.
That was the actual cover. They just covered all the greatest Santa. The Santa. Oh man. How are you guys doing? How was your extra late week been? We didn't. We're not recording on a normal Thursday. I say normal as if we actually have a recording schedule, but Thursdays have been our day. But how's the extra 2 days treating you? Ryan, you caught up on some sleep?
Well, it's kind of weird that we're switching from Thursday now, so we don't have to go head to head with the NFL.
No more. No more. Works.
Yeah, I've been actually going to bed early recently. So
how's that feel? How do you feel?
I don't know. It does not feel right. So,
after so many years of not going to bed at a normal time
at all,
ever.
I'm convinced that my phone alarm just doesn't even do anything. Like I feel like I'm just waking up whenever I wake up. Because sometimes I'll set my alarm for like 2 or 3 in the morning because I want to do something before, I don't know, whatever else I'm going to do that day. Right. Never wake up to those. Never even hear those alarms.
Not at all.
So I don't know.
Gotta have 2 alarm clocks.
If I was setting 2 or 3 in the morning, that would mean I was getting up for work. So I don't usually set. I almost set. You guys will make fun of me for this. I almost set an alarm the other night because the Foo Fighters were putting on a concert before the Super Bowl, and they were going to stream it on Twitter. And so I was going to set an alarm because it was Run the Jewels and then the Foo Fighters. And I was like, this might be fun to watch. And then I didn't set an alarm and I slept.
Sounds like you did the right thing.
Did you sleep through Maroon 5 too?
I was going to change it to wrestling and I didn't. And I fucking,
You actually ended up at the Puppy Bowl. Is that what happened?
Yeah, the Puppy Bowl. It was commentated by Jim Ross and the King. It was all tits.
Oh man, I'm hoping he's not looking at dog tits. That's something else.
But there's a lot of them on a dog. So quantity over quality.
Is that what Lawler's into these days?
Yeah, he closed up shop on Beale Street, and
he has to be careful. I mean, he's got heart problems. So.
See, I thought he was dead but I realized he's not.
It's just his son. So.
Oh yeah, okay.
Too soon.
Oh man,
he's long gone. Yeah, going to bed at a normal time, man. That's it's a real stinker. Sometime like last night, I'll give you an example. I stayed up until like 2:30 in the morning playing Apex Legends with a couple buddies of mine. Normally, I don't do that because my body will not allow me to stay up that late. Normally, I'm in bed. The 2 nights before that, I was in bed by 9 o'clock, 9:30 at the latest. I'm fucking tired. So that has been my life most of the time.
Well, the title of that game is ridiculous. It sounds like it's not even a real game. It sounds like a title of a game you would put in a movie that needed some fake video game for people to play.
Yeah, if you just called it Apex, I'd be cool. But like, it feels like that Legends is like the.
There's already a racing game called Apex, so I don't know if they could do that.
Well, isn't the game after you download it, like when it's on your PS4 cross media bar, whatever the hell it's called, doesn't it just pop up and say just Apex?
You know what? It might.
And then it says Apex Legends, like in the square thing of whatever the game is. I don't know.
When I fire it up, it says Apex Legends. Is all I know. But
that is a bad name.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
It's just like generic word after generic word.
I mean, Post Malone can come up with his name by inserting it into a name generator. Apex Legends isn't the worst name for a video game.
I mean, sure, there's worse.
It's not,
but I can't think of any right now. Whoa. Bubsy is a memorable name.
What's another pit fighter, right?
I mean, it's descriptive. It's like you know what you're getting.
Right. All right. Fine. Fine. Anyway, yeah, sleeping. I'm happy that you're sleeping at a normal time. I saw today that you have not been on your PlayStation 4 in over a month.
It's still in a box.
That was insane to me.
Is it moving out?
It could be, yeah. It's exploring its options right now. If we're trying to find a place yet.
Okay, that's smart.
Yeah, it's in a box right now. I think my Switch is in the same box at the moment.
Wow.
But
he would not be allowed in my house or Ralph's house without either one of those things, apparently, because that's all I play. I also don't have an Xbox, so.
well, I know he's got an Xbox, but I don't know what he uses it.
We turn it on every day, but I don't know the last time I played a game on it. Always use it for Hulu or Netflix or YouTube.
Yeah, I use it for everything that's the primary YouTube things. Occasionally, I'll watch Netflix. It's pretty rare. I did watch
Billy Joel concert special.
Not the Ted Bundy thing that everybody's freaking out about.
The one that Amanda was watching with Olivia the other night.
I watched part of that, and I can watch the serial killer stuff for like 15, 20 minutes, but there's like a shitload of episodes that are like an hour long.
They're very dense.
I can only take so much of hearing about him murdering women. It's too much.
Yeah, we watched all of them.
I haven't watched all of them. Well, I would watch it all because I don't care, but she has not watched all of them.
Yeah, I actually watched one of the. There was like in the early 2000s, there was some Ted Bundy movie that they made that was just god awful, and I watched that.
Why?
I actually rented it from Blockbuster when those were still a thing.
Sounds like right now.
I was actually on a date. It was a date movie.
Oh gosh,
Ted Bundy date movie.
Were you trying to murder someone?
No, it was their idea. It wasn't my idea.
Oh, wow. Maybe they were trying to murder. I'm glad you're still with us, Ryan.
We just watched
alive and well.
We just watched Amityville or something like that, and they wanted to watch another scary movie, and they picked that one. That movie's terrible.
Bad idea.
Yeah, just Ted Bundy having sex with women, telling them to pretend like they're dead. So, not a good movie. Don't recommend it.
It started off real weird. All right, let's move on to some video game news. Some lighter-hearted news.
We got a Ted Bundy video game, Manhunt 3.
Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC pack, Ted Bundy Land.
Disney's getting in that. Oh, that'd be great if Disney got into some serial killer documentaries. What are they going to do at Disney World now?
Right. That's the new exhibit they're going to open. It's not Space Mountain, it's Murder Mountain. They're coming up.
X to the Z exhibit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right, let's start off with some Nintendo news, Ralph. Supposedly, here you go. There's a Q&A from Nintendo. They have unannounced games that they're going to release this year, Ralph.
Yeah, it's like
it's
like Super Mario World on
you know
the Nintendo Online bullshit. They haven't announced it. No, I don't know. I hope it's something good, but I don't imagine it will be.
I don't know what else it would be.
Unannounced Switch stuff.
I just don't know what
what, I mean, it's probably like Metroid Prime Trilogy remaster.
Is it actually Nintendo games, or could be third-party stuff too?
It's supposed to be Nintendo, so it's probably like Tokyo Mirage Sessions remaster, port, whatever. It's probably just a bunch of remasters or ports, if I had to guess. I hope it's something new. Also,
I'd like to think that it's something new. I'm fine with the remakes or whatever it would be, but
they do a remaster and put new in the title.
So new Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Yeah.
Hashtag FE.
That counts as new, right? It says new right in the title.
New to me. I think that's all. It all matters. It's all the same. But I think it's funny. Hey, we have games that we haven't talked about that are coming out this year. Yeah. No shit. I would think that it would be. Hello.
Yeah, I don't know. They gotta have something because, I mean, all they got's Yoshi. This fucking cat.
Is it knocking over your stuff?
Yeah, it keeps rolling into my phone and trying to knock it over.
Limp Biscuit style, like air ride vehicle rolling.
Oh gosh, yeah, not urban assault vehicle or whatever the other one was. Assault
vehicle. Whatever. I don't know. I just think it's funny. Like, hey, we have games coming out. Yeah, no shit. I would hope so.
Yeah, but normally Nintendo, like if they're acting like they're like big games, they would have already announced them like last year or something. So I don't know why
weird.
What
They're
else
saying that
what else can they remaster and put on the Switch?
I mean, they could do
Devil's Third.
Those Zelda games that they already remastered and put on Wii U.
Yep.
those Mario
Yeah,
Galaxy games that they never did onto the.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah, I would bet Wind Waker or Twilight Princess, one of them's coming, or both.
Yeah, that'd be
And a
cool.
two-pack.
Maybe I'll actually play it. I have both Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, and I have not played either one.
Well, they could remaster Ocarina of Time, I guess.
Yeah.
At this point.
They have options.
Yeah.
I've done that for 3DS.
Well, yeah, they just port that over. Move 3D. Sorry.
Yeah.
Moving through the news, NetherRealm has come out and said that Shaggy is not going to be in Mortal Kombat 11. Apparently,
Shaggy too dope.
No, he might still be.
He might be.
But they Ed Boon tweeted a picture of early renderings of the game, and somebody had made a Shaggy lookalike in the game, so people thought that maybe Shaggy was going to be in Mortal Kombat, and they confirmed
like Shaggy, Scooby-Doo Shaggy.
Scooby-Doo Shaggy, yeah. And he's
a very violent person.
They had to come out and say, no, he's not going to be in there, but Cabal will be.
Oh yeah, that other
pretty much the same thing.
Other Scooby-Doo guy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, is Scooby-Doo himself going to be in it?
They could not confirm or deny. It just said, rest in peace, Shaggy. Now, for all I know, that just means the Undertaker's coming.
Does that mean the voice actor for Shaggy died, or what?
Could be. I'm not sure. It's tweeted from the Mortal Kombat 11 Twitter handle, so who knows? But
did Shaggy Too Dope die?
Yeah, Limp Bizkit beat the shit out of him after he tried to kick him off the
stage. Oh man, that was dumb.
What do you guys feel about backwards compatibility on the PlayStation 5? Do you think that's going to be a guarantee? Do you think they might not do that like they did from PS3 to PS4?
I don't know. I'm hoping so, because there's like some insane rumors that it's going to be fully backwards compatible, like all the way back to the PS1.
That'd be awesome.
That would be insane.
No Vito or PSP though.
There's apparently they filed a patent. This is back on the 1st of February. They filed a patent with some publication numbers that you can kind of trace back. It's also apparently people do a lot of digging and shit like this, all the way back to a LinkedIn. Somebody posted saying they're developing optimized cross-platform maths, animations, and geometry libraries for PlayStation 3, Vita, and PlayStation 4. So they think that they just might be able to put that right into the next generation of consoles and allow backwards compatibility across the platforms to play 4, 3, 2, and 1 games, which would be
amazing.
Insane if they did that. But I mean, if you want to come out swinging at Microsoft, who has cultivated this really cool audience of, or this gathering of games, but no pun intended to Shaggy Too Dope, this gathering of games of, hey, you can play these games on your Xbox One, these are old Xbox 360 games or Xbox games. PlayStation's got to do something, and not just, hey, we have PlayStation Now. Like having this, that would be a big swing.
Yeah, Microsoft is going so slow with how they're doing it too.
Well, yeah, so this would just open up everything, right? We wouldn't have to wait on stuff to get announced. Like, it would just. I don't know if Sony has to do anything, but that's awesome that if this is true.
It would be really great if they could do it in a way that they didn't have to do it how Microsoft was, because Microsoft can only do it for games it's games that they can sell again. So because Microsoft sells them on their store, so they have to be able to there's certain games that they just can never do it for. Where if Sony just does it where you can put the disc in and play it, then they don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
Oh, and I mean,
awesome.
I mean, thinking about cost effectiveness, if you're going to do it and not have to have Microsoft has to license all that stuff and then spend the money to, up-res it or do whatever they're going to do with it to get it to run. If you just say, hey, all these games are optimized to plug and play or put it in and run, that's a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
So
just to play them in HD or whatever and just conveniently. With one system,
I can't tell you that I would honestly use it all that much. What would make me mad is that I have not been saving all those PlayStation 3, PlayStation Plus games. And so if they were like, oh, by the way, you can play all those on here too, I would be pissed because I didn't save any of those.
You can
missing out on playing Metal Gear Solid 4 this month.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of aggravated. I still don't have I had the PS3 that was backwards compatible with PS2 games.
Right.
But I got rid of it long ago, and I wish I had it again so I could play PS2 games in HD. But
I still have it, but it died.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have to have somebody fix mine.
Like Shaggy. Shaggy died.
Yeah. Got drop kicked. Yeah.
Slow and painful death. But I don't know. That's very exciting to me as a mostly Sony fanboy. That brings a lot of happiness my way. So
yeah, that's cool.
Keeping on the Sony train, PlayStation Network revenue hit a record high in 2018. This is being reported. It topped Nintendo and Xbox totals. I think that might even be combined.
Probably.
$12.5 billion for PSN alone. Microsoft gaming division last year, which was $11.5 billion. And then the Nintendo, if I can find Nintendo,
it's $40.
Yeah,
that doesn't say. I don't have one.
It was all Fortnite stuff. $40 worth.
Very possible, but just the fact that PlayStation Network alone beat out Microsoft's complete gaming division.
I mean, how many more consoles have they sold than
a lot
Xbox
more.
One? Like, yeah. So I mean, I guess it makes sense, and everyone's probably playing Fortnite on.
At the end of the year, 1.6 million units globally.
Yeah,
it's a whole lot of users.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's still nothing compared to the original PlayStation or PlayStation 2, though.
Sure. Yeah.
I think those got to 100 million.
Over 100 real fast.
Yeah, in a quicker time frame.
Much faster, yeah. Less options at that point, you know.
Yeah,
the PlayStation
PSN was shit back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Yeah, complete shit. Level 3 PSN, though, let me tell you. Good stuff.
Tight.
Ralph, how excited are you to be able to do your Microsoft business on your Switch?
I don't understand this. I didn't read about it.
They are bringing Xbox Live to iOS, Android, and the Nintendo Switch. Achievements, friends list, game history, multiplayer abilities across other platforms going to be available after the release. Expanding from 400 million gaming devices to over 68
billion.
68 active players to over 2 billion devices with the cross-platform.
I don't know what it means. I was trying to wrap my mind around that, and I couldn't figure it out. Like the achievements part, like what does that even mean?
I don't know. I think they're just pushing like to say that, oh, we're doing business with all these people. What are you doing?
It's like, hey, we're losing, so we're doing this shit that nobody else has to.
We're losing, so I'm sucking dick on the side of the road.
I mean, I don't get what the point is. Like,
I don't,
because they've already got. I think they already have where you can play Minecraft, like Xbox Minecraft. People can play with Switch people.
That's been since 3 or before, I think.
Probably, and like I don't understand what Xbox Live, what you can do with that on something that's not an Xbox.
I just don't know why you would want to or have the desire to do that.
I mean, you think it's just like where you're logged into 2 accounts. So if someone
see like, hey, this person's on, I should hit them up and tell them I'm playing my Switch and to come over here and do this or something.
Oh, because like I think on Xbox, can you see people who are on Steam or no?
Yeah, I can see people who are on Steam. Yeah.
So I think it's probably just like that, except you can see they're on a Switch. But like, what's the point?
I don't know. It's weird, like sharing data with Nintendo. I don't understand it.
So then, like, once one of the systems gets hacked, or
once
somebody
fucked, we're all fucked.
Then you're fucked on every system you own. Great.
Because I got one guy on my friends list who mostly plays PC games, and I can see him playing on Steam. Dota. I think it was actually Dota. He mostly plays Dota.
A couple other pieces for you. Warner Brothers announced on Tuesday that Lego Marvel Collection will bundle together the Lego Superheroes, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, Lego Marvel's Avengers, all on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Also, all the DLC for all 3 titles, including Black Panther, Infinity War characters, level packs. All these things came out between 2013 and 2017. All the stuff coming together under one package, coming out March 15th.
Why aren't they putting the DC supervillains in there with them?
Come on now. Marvel doesn't mix.
But Lego, I understand how Lego does both.
dollars
weird.
and cents. Lots of dollars and cents.
It's weird. Didn't Warner Brothers own Lego? That's
Yes.
probably not the case.
Well,
Is
they
it?
at least have the license.
Yeah.
Because I saw Lego Movie 2 with the kids yesterday, and it was all Warner Brothers.
Okay.
Which, by the way, that has it does a couple good reprisals of Everything Is Awesome. It has a pretty good new song written by John LaJoie. And they have there's a new Lonely Island song at the end of the movie, and it's real good.
Okay.
But it's only based on it's a credits song, so it's them singing about the credits, and so it kind of only works with the movie, but it's pretty good. I was pretty into that.
All right. I never saw the first Lego movie.
That first Lego movie is real, and I never built Legos, but I have nostalgia for just those in general because I know people that did. That first movie,
I did.
That second
I
movie,
still have my old Legos.
that second movie is good. Not as good as the first one, but still real good.
Okay.
So, let's see here. Kingdom Hearts 3. That's a game.
Is it?
Is
it finished?
It's finished.
Are you sure?
I am, because they're reporting that they shipped out over 5 million units globally, fastest selling game in the history of the Kingdom Hearts franchise, which is not a surprise. That includes both digital and physical copies since its launch on January 29th.
Faster than Chain of Memories? Are you sure?
I don't know that Chain of Memories sold more than about 13 copies.
Okay.
About
that checks out.
Tree Fitty until they bundled it together and then everybody got it. But I don't know. That is exciting, especially considering people waited that long for that game. And then, yeah. Yep.
But did Square say it didn't meet their expectations, though?
Not yet.
Unless you're like 12 years old right now, then you weren't waiting too long for that game.
I don't know that game could not meet expectations with.
They say that about everything, though. Square does.
Yeah. Tomb Raider sold 20 million copies. Just missed the mark a little bit. Quiet Man
sold 4 copies.
Love
we
it.
were looking for 5.
Perfect game. 10 out of 10. Anyway, just it's exciting. Kingdom Hearts is selling well, so makes me a happy man. Obviously, mostly I think I looked at most of those copies were on PlayStation 4, obviously the native console to what that franchise started on. So not as much on the Xbox, but
well, it's really weird because all of those remasters and whatever the hell you want to call them were only released on PlayStation.
Yeah, on
so if you're playing on Xbox, there are no other Kingdom Hearts games you can play on Xbox.
Just that one.
Yeah.
I mean, there is. How far are you in the game there, Ryan? Spoilers.
I'm at the Tangled place.
Okay, so you saw 2.9.
Yeah, that's like right at the beginning.
Yeah, I was like, "Are you fucking serious? They're doing 2.9? Get out of here!" I got
the prologue.
I literally got irritated by that. I was like, "This is dumb. Stop it. Just play the game."
You know, Kingdom Hearts.
It's dumb. Let's see. Apex Legends, we touched on a little bit ago. That game got released on Monday. We talked about it, I think, last episode. That was rumored to get released by the people that made Titanfall, Respawn Entertainment, who are now owned by EA. Right? I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did they completely buy them? I don't know.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they did.
So they announced and released Apex Legends on Monday. And as of the 7th, February 7th, Vince Zampella announced that it had 10 million players try out Apex Legends in 72 hours and 2.5 million people the first day, 7.5 million people over the next 2 days. There's currently 1 million people playing Apex Legends at any given time. So that I think is really fucking exciting for Respawn. I don't know that EA necessarily. I'm sure EA really gives a shit, but they're getting ready to launch Anthem, so I don't know how much it matters to them. But the fact that you have 2.5 million people in one day, and then an additional 7.5 million people jumped on it after word of mouth, and you know how much it takes off on streams and people playing it and all that shit. 1 million people at a time. That's pretty good.
Well, they have to maintain it, otherwise it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how many people are playing it in like a month.
Not how whatever. You start the race, it's how you finish. I'm with you.
Yeah, and see if like it has affected Fortnite, which I'm sure it hasn't. yet. I mean, it made up the first day, I guess.
But I don't think that anything's really going to affect Fortnite. I don't know if Fortnite's ever really going to go away due to how Epic treats that game. But I do think it might, because it's a different game, it might push them to do, a couple things differently as far as quality of life improvements if they want to at all. But, the first person to third person nature of both those games might mean that Fortnite just says, fuck it, cool. Like they don't care, but I don't know.
I've probably asked this before, but can you play first person in Fortnite?
I don't think you can. It's been so long since I played it now. I don't think you can.
Okay.
I don't have a definitive answer because it's been too long. We're also talking about Apex Legends. Vince Zampella talked about a new premium Titanfall experience, supposedly meaning maybe a non-free-to-play game later this year. A twist
for mobile devices. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's rumor.
It's a match 3.
That's been the rumor.
Switch count as a mobile device?
No.
I don't think we're going to get a Titanfall 3 anytime soon, but it's who knows what we'll get.
Yeah, I don't know. They're already supposedly that Star Wars game they're working on is coming out this year too.
That would be insane.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's going to get canceled this year, you mean?
Yeah, probably. or it's becoming Battlefront 3 or whatever.
Could be. Last but not least, more Apex Legends for you. They're working on crossplay. What a surprise.
Yeah.
They
better get in line.
Yep, them and everyone else. So that's all I've got. Big shot. That's all the news I've got for you. Apex Legends taking a lot of the news because it, you love a good game that gets announced and released in the same day usually, and I've had a lot of fun with that game so far. So take that with a grain of salt because I'm a sucker for a competitive shooter. But this one,
I mean, sounds like everybody's liking it. Who's into it?
Man, we'll get to it, but I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do in its current state right now. Like how I'm playing it, I feel like Ryan. It's all I think about. I woke up this morning. I'm like, I gotta play more. I gotta get 10 W's. I'm gonna beat this thing 10 times. That's all I've got for you, Ralph. Why don't you start us off with what you have been playing this week?
I've been playing a lot of Ride to Hell.
I cannot believe that's why you're spending. I mean, cool. I'm not judging you, but I just can't believe that's what you're spending your time doing.
I mean, the game is fucked. We all know this, but you can play it. Like, playable. There's even parts that I'm like, okay, this is kind of fun. Like, but no, I don't know about like in a good way, but
this is dumb fun.
Like, I mean, it's rarely frustrating.
It's just terrible.
It's just fucking stupid. And like, I mean, like I talked last time about how the AI guys were just like trying to take cover behind an open, like a window that was broken out. So
killing them, yeah.
But every time they take cover, their head is sticking above the cover.
Perfect.
So you just shoot them in the head and they're dead.
Awesome.
Like it's remarkable. And then I sent you guys some pictures of the latest fully closed sex scene.
What was that in the background? Because it did just look like an ass crack in the background.
I think it was a window, but it does. Okay. It did look like that. But yeah, that one was a multiple partner, fully closed experience.
Yeah. 3 women or 2 women at a time.
Yeah, and that's probably the I think it's the 5th fully closed sex scene I've had.
They're probably like, how can we get more clothes in this scene? Let's put another person in there.
Yep. And then there were actually 2 other women also doing their own thing together.
The O face that you're making here is just perfect. I mean,
that does look like a butt.
Just perfect. Your ass.
There's so most of those scenes, like some dude is like doing something shitty to a lady, or she has told you that, hey, this dude did something to me, so you go murder him, and then you fully clothed fuck. But there's one of them where I just walk in this room and there's this guy sitting next to this woman, So I just shoot him in the head because he's not looking at me.
Right.
He dies, and then it goes straight to sex. No setup.
Do any of these women like start off naked so that you have some naked sex scene, or is it always clothes?
No,
always clothes.
Okay.
And
I just don't understand the choice as to why that is.
It's probably because they didn't want to do a nude model, so they just used the same model that they had fully clothed.
It's so hot. I mean, like literally with all them clothes on.
NC-17, is that what it's rated?
In my heart, it is. I don't know. I think I'm over halfway done with it because it's not super long. I think you can beat that game in like 8 hours.
Are you gonna finish it?
Oh yeah, I've already finished it before. I just wanted to.
I know you have.
It's just a game I want to finish every couple of years. I feel like
is the DLC story DLC, or is it just some weird stuff?
I mean, it's story, but whatever the story is, it's like some gang like murdered your brother for some reason, and so now you murder everyone to try to get back at them. There was one scene
as a family.
Well, when you murder people, they drop drugs, and you pick up the drugs and then sell them to the drug dealer.
What?
Then you make money. That's how you like buy new weapons and stuff.
Are you the drug dealer at that point? If you're selling the drugs?
Nope, you're good. You're getting the drugs off the streets and into the drug dealer's hands. But like there was some scene where I was confronting the drug dealer dude, and I wanted some information out of him. So the guy grabs this drug dealer. Well, he turns on his motorcycle, grabs the drug dealer, and puts his head right in front of the exhaust. I'm like, it's like one of the most brutal things I've ever seen in a game, like without blood and guts. Man, it's so good.
Was there a sex scene after that?
And then I started grinding on each other.
And over this bitch and
not yet.
Son,
yeah. Oh, it's so good. Right to hell.
That is the prequel to Days Gone.
Yeah. Pretty much. I would honestly be excited for Days Gone if that was the case.
Hey, we don't know. There could be fully clothed multiple zombie fucking and.
If you fuck a zombie in Days Gone, I'm in.
You're not
they kind of look like they're human, so it could be a mistake, right?
Okay. It's like, I didn't realize you were dead. I'm sorry.
They might not be dead though. They might be like the
undead
days later zombies where they're still alive.
Like, quit running so fast from me. Yeah, that kind. Okay. Yeah, right to hell. I picked up Final Fight 2 not long ago, which is somewhat rare on Super Nintendo. I used to have it when I was a kid. I don't know. Had nostalgia for it.
Probably some Final Fight in the arcade.
Nice. Final Fight games are tough. I think I can put this one on easy, so I should probably do that. And if you played it two players, that would make it easier. But Final Fight 1...
Find like a full chicken on the ground at all? Or no?
To eat?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, what do you do with it?
Is it a fully clothed chicken?
I mean,
fully cooked chicken.
I mean, this was back at the time where you'd like break a wall in Castlevania and find meat. Yeah, so you're like breaking a barrel.
That's meat, yeah.
And there's meat in it. Final Fight 1 on Super Nintendo was only one player. So this one's two players. In the arcade it was two players. I don't know. It's fun. It's a beat 'em up though, or a brawler if you will.
I like a good brawler though.
Yeah, I mean,
wasn't there a game called Brawler by Square Enix that was terrible though? Was it called
or the Bouncer? Which
Bouncer?
One?
Yeah, I think it's Bouncer.
Okay, there's probably a game called Brawler. There's Bad Street Brawler on the NES. We went over this. Picked up Castlevania Curse of Darkness recently. Playing it on the original Xbox. I mostly got it because it was $4 on GameStop's website, and it arrived at my house complete. So that was weird.
You're on a real good Castlevania kick right now.
Did you open it up to see if it was legit?
Yeah, I unscrewed the disc.
Oh, it wasn't the Game Boy Advance game that you got. That was the.
This is on original Xbox.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That disc. Unscrew that disc.
That game's fun. It's kind of easy, at least as far as I've played. I don't know, but $4 is a steal for a Castlevania game. I feel like. And I also got Mortal Kombat Armageddon for $4 from GameStop's website.
Is that also Xbox?
Yeah, it didn't have the manual, which is whatever. I mean, I'd rather be complete, but for that cheap, I mostly got it because I wanted to play Motor Combat, which is in that game, which is like a Mario Kart kind of situation with Mortal Kombat characters. Motor Combat, and it's worth $4
after Deception.
Armageddon was after Deception. It was the last one before the reboot.
Okay. Because I got Deception, but I don't think I ever got Armageddon.
I think Deception. I want to get Deception because I think it has puzzle combat in it, which is like a puzzle fighter thing.
It probably does. I can't remember. It's been so long since I played it. It had the weird RPG type thing in there.
Yeah, this one does too. Conquest or something. Yeah. I don't know. It's been playing old shit. Waiting on my Game Boy Advance to come in the mail.
My God, I can't believe you bought that.
I can.
I mean, do whatever you want, live your life, but I'm having a hard time remembering what I would be playing on a Game Boy Advance.
Super Mario World.
There's like 3 Castlevanias on there. A couple Metroids.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's like. What's that?
There's got to be Pokemon, right?
I played Pokemon. I remember playing Pokemon in the Advance, but that's really all I remember playing.
Problem with old Pokemon games is like I'm pretty sure it's like a 95% chance they're fake.
Oh, really?
Like at this point.
Oh, wow.
It's weird. I mean, I don't have the nostalgia for Pokemon. I guess I have it more for the anime than the games.
Right.
But if you go on eBay, someone will just have like a picture where it's like 100 of the same Pokemon game. And it's like authentic Pokemon, whatever.
Just
like
photo that everyone uses.
It's like,
the same stock photo, the same carpet.
Yeah, probably. I think that's all I've been playing.
Yeah. All right. I will tell you what I've been playing, and we'll save Mr. Ryan for last. Ralph, what do you want to discuss first?
Let's talk about the Division 2 beta. I watched you play a little of that, and
did you watch the stream?
I don't know.
I know it's not.
That game ain't for me. I don't know, but
I don't expect it to be. But you know what I like about the original Division is the teamwork aspect that I feel in that game, and maybe I'm misplaced in feeling that, but I love a good game where I play.
Can you high five?
I don't think you can high five. You can be like, "Fuck yeah."
I feel like if you're doing teamwork and you can't high five, then something's wrong.
I mean, but it makes the dream work regardless of the high five. The teamwork does. So,
I mean, there's got to be something to let you know that the teamwork was good.
There's no I in team, but there is a high five.
Yeah.
We crossed dicks at one point. Does that count?
Okay, that's hot.
Unless the other character was a lady, but
it was a lady dick. She was. I like the first division because of the that team aspect of me and my two buddies playing it and going through the game. The end game wasn't great. I didn't really care for the Dark Zone all that much because it was not very well balanced. I haven't played it enough as far as to check out the Dark Zone stuff, but I can't tell you that I feel it's a whole lot different than the first division. It is go to a waypoint, kill a bunch of dudes, move on.
But wait a minute. Did you unload a machine gun onto a car door yet?
No, I have not.
Well, how do you know?
I thought that was the Dark Zone.
The Dark Zone is what happens after you eat a bunch of Taco Bell.
Oh, gosh. Okay. That's also the dead zone in Europe.
Ralph experienced that last week.
I'm drinking Taco
Bell
soda right now.
I also also went to Taco Bell before this. So
you both about to experience it in about 4 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I enjoy what the division is. I don't think that they seemingly did a lot of innovation. This game only allows you to play up to level 7 and only a certain amount of the mainline missions. So I can't tell you.
How's level 3?
Level 3 is where I'm at right now. Pretty good. Not
have
not
you
too bad.
been inside of the airplane that has crashed?
Not inside of the airplane like they did yet. No airplane.
Okay. What about a crashed bus?
I've not been inside of a crashed bus either.
I've
shoot the door off a bus.
I listened to Dave Matthews Band crash while playing the division.
Is the bus still alive, or is he dead in the division?
I've got to tell you, we're down to 73 Jerome buses at this point.
Oh gosh,
that's 105.
Well, I mean, as long as we haven't run out yet.
No, we got plenty of replicas.
When's this game come out?
End of this month. I think it's February 20.
They're doing Far Cry and then Division 2 in the same month.
I'll tell you real quick. I'm bad at release dates, even though we just did this not that long ago.
It's Far Cry's next week.
The Division 2. I'm sorry, I lied. They pushed it. That was one of the ones that they just pushed. March 15th is now with the.
Well, that's not. I mean, that's not that much further though.
Not crazy far. It was originally. Does it say when it's really supposed to be? No, it doesn't say.
2008.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original, the first time, yeah. But I don't know. I really like that first division game. It's been 3 years since the last one. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, what are they doing? They need to wait 10 more years.
Yeah. This one's set in Washington D.C. area. I kept fucking up in the beta because I'd load in and just start wandering around. It's like, oh, you failed because you walked out of the mission area. And I'm like, what? Like, you just planted me somewhere. Can't I just look around? Nope. Just got to follow the arrows. Keep going. I think I've died 3 times fucking around looking for loot. It's just like, well, this is bad.
Are you gonna pick it up?
Yeah, I'll probably pick up the Division 2. I really did like that first one. And here's the hard part is like for someone who someone like me who enjoys multiplayer games, you have this in March. You've got Anthem at the end of February. You have Apex Legends right now, which is free. Like that's a lot of multiplayer business happening in a very short amount of time. So I don't know what's going to get cut. But I might tell you, my gut is telling me that Anthem might be the one on that list that I don't pick up.
Well, how are the hats in Division 2?
How are what?
How are the hats? You get some good stocking caps, or is that gone now since it's not snow?
No, it's you still get a stocking cap if you want to. I just hit random generate on a dude, and he had like a cap thing on.
Was it good looking, or was it?
I mean, it was real basic, a little furry. It was black. I think it might even have the little division circle on it.
Division sign.
Yeah, if it was the division sign, it'd be an Ed Sheeran album.
Was it just the Ubisoft logo?
It was just the Ubisoft logo. It's the Assassin's Creed logo is what was on there.
You'd be into that.
I might, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm fucking terrible asshole. I am.
So, do you have people who who are going to play Anthem and the Division with you?
Yeah. So the 2 guys that I primarily end up playing, obviously due to you not normally having PlayStation Plus, and Ryan not giving a fuck about multiplayer games.
I'm kind of getting that way.
I know you're pretty close. Normally my buddies Chris and Garrett are the ones that I play multiplayer with. They're the ones that I play. I played Fortnite with them originally. I played the Borderlands games with them. I play Apex Legends currently with them.
Do you guys settle in Smash too?
I'm not a Smash guy myself. I still haven't picked it up and played it, so no settling nothing unfortunately in Smash. So my buddy Garrett is very excited for Anthem. I am not. I'm excited for it, but the more I hear about it, the less I'm like, I wish I cared more. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I like Anthem's gameplay, but I'm going into Anthem for the story, and I'm going into the Division for the story and the gameplay. I know that the gameplay in Anthem is not completely great based on the beta or the alpha that I played. I can't confirm that it's going to be much better in the full game, obviously, because I haven't played it. But
because the game comes out this month. When was the alpha?
I played that alpha. What, January?
How are they naming stuff? Like,
I don't know.
no way you have an alpha when the game comes out in 2 months.
January,
so the Omega's out this month.
February. I'm not really sure what else to do.
So, I mean, if you all just agreed to buy one of those at a later date when it went on sale,
Yeah,
but
I think personally, I would go Division 2 because this is the second crack at that game. Even if it's more on that same formula, I think I'd have more fun playing that. Where Anthem might need a little bit more time to marinate and kind of fix some things, so I don't want to jump into Anthem right away. But I don't know.
You got Anthem going in your slow cooker.
Yeah, I want to let that thing sit. Maybe put it in the smoker outside for a little while. Do what I can to get it all taken care of. So, anyway,
right.
that's the Division 2.
What about that Tetris effect?
I let Coconut Wife play that mostly because I was trying to buy that for when it went on sale. What was it, $20 at GameStop, Ralph?
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to buy it for her there, and she didn't want me to buy it because she's like, I don't play games, blah blah blah. So I downloaded that weekend demo, and she played it for a good hour and a half yesterday. Just couldn't. She told me how it was so hard and made her eyes hurt, and just couldn't focus. Like, played a couple rounds of Tetris. When you're so focused, makes your eyes almost feel dry because you're so laser focused. And she said that, and then I come home from being gone, she's still playing. I'm like, well, it can't be that bad. That game looks cool. I didn't wear the headphones, so I don't know how the atmosphere is, but the game looks cool. I played a little Tetris. I'm not great at Tetris, but I had fun with it. It feels real good. You can play the first 3 levels in the normal mode with that weekend demo, which is up through tomorrow or whenever this is the 10th, if you're listening to this at a later date. But that weekend demo is it's pretty good. Tetris Effect, a seemingly a good game.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up at some point. So I probably won't even download the demo because I know I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, it's on sale for the PlayStation Network sale this week for $30, which is still it's too expensive. It's too expensive digitally.
I want like 15.
Yeah, I pay 15 digital. I pay 20 physical.
I don't want it digital.
Yeah, you don't want
I pay $5 for it digital, maybe.
Let's see, Apex Legends. I don't know how much more I can say about it. It feels real fucking good. Ralph, I know you played one match, didn't like it, but you don't like battle royales. But you don't like battle royales.
It feels really good, but I don't like team stuff. Like, I mean, I've
Born into Mag.
I don't think I ever played Mag. I mean, I really like playing Titanfall 1 and 2 online. So I think I just need to get Titanfall 2 on PS4 for $5 at my local Family Dollar because they have it there.
Probably not.
And then just play that online.
I wish you got into it more. I'd love to play some with you.
I don't know. I don't like how they're telling me where to jump or what. Like, I'm not picking where I jump, I guess. I mean,
I like that. That makes it so much easier.
But I don't want to be on a team. It's like, just let me do whatever I want. I want to just shoot anyone I see.
Yeah.
But
that's
how it is.
When it goes single, it might go single player, might go solo at some point, but I like the way that it's 3. I kind of wish there was more people. I don't think that 60 people is enough. I think it makes the maps feel very empty at times. So I wish that it was a little better there. But the game feels movement wise, mobility wise is fucking great.
Yeah, I mean that's like my favorite parts of Titanfall. So yeah,
no wall running. There's no Titans, but boy,
frying pan.
No frying pan. the cleaning robots. You're there. That's one of the characters. One of the cleaning robots.
A Roomba.
Yeah.
No, DJ Roomba. Yeah. But I don't know. I was playing as one of the characters that is, I believe, a big controversy about him being gay, which is like whatever, people can get the fuck over it. But I was playing as that character, Gibraltar.
There's probably no story to that game, so it wasn't even.
Well, yeah, I thought that was weird. They even like announced that.
It was just like some character backstory stuff, and then it's like, oh man, he got saved by his parents with him and his boyfriend, and then people are like, oh my god, he's gay. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't matter.
I don't care, but like, yeah, if that's like the whole story, then it just seems like they just put that in.
If you have to create like a character diet, like you have to create that character's landscape before you build them out, sure, but you don't have to announce that to people. You can just be like, this is internally what we worked with to make this character.
I mean, they should just make all of them gay. And it's like, who cares?
Yeah, who gives a fuck? But I was having a problem. Like the characters, you got 6 characters to start with, 2 paid that if you want to buy them, or you can unlock them once you get a certain amount of coinage. But you have your passive ability, like Gibraltar's passive ability is when you aim down sights, it pops up a little shield while you're aiming. His actual L1 ability, what's that?
He's passively gay. Is that what you're saying?
Is apparent. When you press L1, it throws a shield down, but the shield sucks because once you're inside of it, you can't shoot out of it. So if you want to shoot somebody, you have to go out of the shield to shoot them and then back in.
Is it just to, like, heal?
Basically the way I found a good use for it is if I'm going to throw the shield down and then you're playing as the healer chick that has like a little, she throws that out at the same time and then it heals everybody as well as you being surrounded by the shield so no one gets shot.
Okay.
And then he can call in an airstrike as his ultimate, which is okay, but it wasn't clicking with me. Like I like the character design, I like the way he looked, and he kind of sounds like Waka the way he talks, which is kind of funny. It's a lot of Brettas and stuff like that, so you'll enjoy that there, Ryan.
Who's Waka?
He's
Waka
like
Flame.
He's Final Fantasy 10 blitzball player. Extraordinary.
Okay.
And then so I pivoted to oh man, I'm gonna forget her name. But she's just another assault character. Basically, the reason that she works out really well is she's got some defensive to her as far as she throws a smoke grenade. She also runs fast when you're getting shot at, so that gives an extra piece of mobility. A lot about that game is just moving fast. Everything is fast paced in that game. It's very, very fluid. Everything moves at a breakneck pace, it feels like. Obviously, when you're waiting for enemies, that's one thing, but it just feels like you're hustling and running around. It mixes that Fortnite feeling I get when just playing that, suspensive battle royale with what I presume a lot of that PUBG, finding different guns, finding different, better helmets, better chest piece, better backpack, better. There's a down shield, so when you get knocked down, you can hold that shield up to stop other people from shooting you to try to give you a little bit more life, so where someone can come and res you up. There's just a lot of cool quality of life improvements. I love that I don't have to jump. I can give insight if I want to, but I give a fuck where we're going to go. If somebody wants to pick that, I can just set my controller down until we're ready to roll. I can break off at the end if I want to. I can jump alone if I really want to. You can jump solo. Who gives a shit? Like I love that. I fucking think that's great. Also being able to have one person jump and then you look around to see if there's anybody around you, that super helps. So then you're not like looking down, looking around, popping up an umbrella and fucking floating down super fast. I mean, you land fast. Which I really enjoy. The map is really cool. Good.
Are there any vehicles?
No vehicles yet. Nope.
Well, yeah, I tried running up to a vehicle, and I'm like, how do I get in this?
You don't know.
And I couldn't.
The closest to a vehicle is there's a character called Wraith, and she can drop a portal, like drop one and then drop another, and you can kind of jump through that portal whenever she's done with it and catch up to her. But there's characters that can go invisible. There's a guy that has a decoy for his for one of his specials, so that's kind of helpful, especially in the early to mid game when you're trying to draw people out of fire. Late game, people kind of understand if you're playing as him, you're probably going to get fooled once or twice, so not to shoot him right away. I don't know, man. I really, it's hard for me to find a lot of bad things to say about the game. I mean, there's server issues right now. Obviously, it's new. Like I said, there are times that the map feels kind of empty because there's not enough not enough players. But I don't feel I mean, I've got the itch to play that game all the time, constantly. I want to play that game. Even when I was playing Kingdom Hearts, once I started playing Apex, I was like, oh man, I just want to play Apex, Kingdom Hearts.
You should stream
Team Apex though.
Donald, yeah, I'm sorry. What'd you say, Ralph?
You should stream some, make a little D adventure out of it.
Hold on, maybe I just ruined my headphones. What?
You should stream some of that, make a little D adventure out of it.
I will. Yeah, the little D's adventures have been okay lately. I've done 3 or 4 of them now. It's been a thing.
Yeah,
it's been okay. I thought I fucked it up because I think you streamed yesterday also for like 9 minutes.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
But because we share that YouTube account, like when I went to look for it, it wasn't there, and I'm like, oh boy, I might not have signed back in after you signed in, and it might have fucked it up, but then it posted, so it's fine. But Yeah, Apex Legends, really, really good time. Still haven't won a game. Like I said, we played till close to 3 o'clock in the morning last night, which is insane, and didn't win. But I have every desire to play that game at all times. We've gotten second place quite a few times, but boy, last night the closest match we had is got to the last battle is full squad versus full squad, 3-3. Except for these guys were up on a bridge with some houses, and we were below the bridge, so they had the high ground. They fucking just rocked us. Positioned better. So
did you say Roxas?
Yeah. Well, speaking of rocks,
oh man, he's not real.
Yeah,
they're trying to make him real.
Yeah, it's a long process to see if he's actually going to be real or not.
Yeah, they got to put some heart in something.
Yeah, even that doesn't
in
really.
A kingdom.
Yeah. Shove that heart in there. Even if it doesn't fit, you just got to keep pounding it in there.
Yeah. Never stop pounding.
Never stopping. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about Kingdom Hearts. Like, ask me. Do you have questions that I can answer to be more specific about it? Otherwise, I'll go on tangents and it'll be bad.
I don't really have any questions. Like, I have to ask questions about anything in that game.
So, where is it better than 1 and 2?
No. It does look better. I honestly think the best looking world is the Pirates of the Caribbean world because it's the realistic world and it looks fucking astoundingly good. And I did not think I would like that world because I didn't think I'd like the ship combat the same way I didn't think I'd like Assassin's Creed. And the ship combat in that world is fucking fun.
Okay.
I haven't been there yet. I don't know. To me, it feels like it plays exactly the same as all the other games in the series.
It feels very fast, very fluid. It feels like there's attacks going all the time. I don't feel like I ever died. I might have died like once or twice early, but I never died in the late game ever. Not once.
I wish they would just make that game a walking simulator. Like, I don't want any combat in that game at all.
I almost like at the end of the day, I got to tiptoe around this because Ryan's playing it. I love the Disney aspect of that first and second game. Honestly, I would take another adventure in those worlds, but a different spin somehow with just giving that creative freedom. And I understand going to different worlds, but it all feels like fucking filler to just get to the end, which is, fine. But I don't know and again, I was younger at the first two, but the first two, it seemed like it mattered, like where you were going. And it seemed like it built some, like you always had a heartless bad guy, oh man, they took over the bad guy in Tarzan. So now you got the bad guy in Tarzan that's actually controlled by a heartless. You also have the big ass monkey who doesn't really care for Tarzan. There's a lot of stuff going on. It felt like there's a little bit more meat on there where like in Tangled, it's just like, oh, well, it's just Tangled, and I don't give a fuck about this movie, so I'm going to be real tough to not give a shit about what's going on. I'm just going to mash X until I'm done with this fucking world and move on.
Do some dancing now.
Yeah, the dancing. Boy, what a joke. I did have a lot of fun with the cooking in Kingdom Hearts 2. I think that's really fun with Ratatouille. That's pretty good time. And Scrooge, old Scrooge McDuck is there running a restaurant.
Oh, yeah, you just talk to him. I don't know if he does anything else.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything else other than when you get more stars on the restaurant. But
you don't take a dive in his money pit?
No money pit this time. No, it's not like the first one, or is the first one or the second one where he's like running a safe or running a bank? You can just see in there all the money.
I don't even remember that. Yeah, I'm sure that was a thing.
I don't know. Like, I like the Final Fantasy-ness of all this, and there's none in this game. I mean, 0 Final Fantasy characters in this game.
Moogle.
That's not a Final Fantasy character in my eyes. Maybe Sephiroth is there, like he has been in the other two, but I didn't look for him. There's no arena battle, and I love the arena battles. There's just some things missing that I have attachments to from those first two games, and I'm fine with them switching those out, but just sprinkling in like the world selection I was always a little iffy about anyway. I'm still not quite sold on the worlds that they chose for this game. Like Big Hero 6, if you're not used to doing, Ryan, if you're not used to like doing that little dodge and spinning on poles and shit, get ready, because that's basically all that thing is all about mobility, and it's the last fucking like one of the last worlds. Like, what? I haven't done this the whole game. Why are you telling me this now? Like, that should have been World 1 or World 2 to get you familiar with doing this and cruising through and spinning and dashing and hurting people. They wait till the very end. I don't know.
want you to spin on the Olympus poles.
Yeah, they sure do.
Once or twice.
Herc wants to see how well you can shake it.
But
yeah, I can't say that the game is bad. I had a great time playing it, but I also had a great time playing it because I've been waiting for that game for 14 years, and it truly did make me feel very good to play it. Like, my nostalgia was a very high, but my nostalgia wasn't for the worlds or the characters that I saw. It was because I've been waiting to play this fucking game since I was goddamn 16, 17. I've been wanting this game forever. So I think that they could have done a better selection of worlds, but at a certain point you got to get the game done. Toy Story was great. I really liked that world. But I think like the best ones are Toy Story and Pirates of the Caribbean. Other than that, they're kind of poopy. Like, the last ones are fun, but that's just because they're not Disney at all.
Pirates of the Caribbean only has one real voice actor in it too.
Yeah, it's not Johnny Depp. Who is it?
I can't remember his name, but
Who plays Gibbs?
Maybe. Is he the older guy with white hair?
Maybe.
I don't know the names of the Pirates of the Caribbean characters. I was watching something showing all the real voice actors, and when I got to that world, there was only one of them. Of all the live action people, which is it just Pirates of the Caribbean that's live action?
Yes, that's the only one that's live action. Like I said, it is literally the best looking world. Ralph, if you just look at screen grabs from that world, it looks astoundingly good.
I have to look at Pirates of the Caribbean characters. I don't know.
Look at Gibbs. I think he might be the only actual voice actor because he sounded pretty close. It's definitely not Keira Knightley or Orlando Bloom or.
Is he in all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies?
This guy I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. Gibbs.
Joe Gibbs.
Yeah, that's an old dude with white hair. Yeah,
that's him. That's what I figured it would be him. It's not Barbosa. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not any of them. So, I don't know. The ending is
excellent.
Nope.
I'm sure it makes sense.
There's
one thing.
Huh?
They force that heart into Roxas, don't they?
They shove it so hard and hope that he comes out.
Yeah.
He's a little boy now.
Something like that. I don't know, man. I'm not going to pretend that I know everything that's happening in those games. I love those games and am very happy to have played Kingdom Hearts 3 and finished it in the 36 hours I played with it. But then as I sat there and thought about, like, man, I'm going to spend so many hours going back and doing all this stuff, I just kind of went, maybe I won't. Like, I just don't know that I want to do any of those things that's asked. Like, I don't know that I want to go back and get Sword at level 99, the Ultimate Weapon, doing all the pictures, playing all those. I didn't play any of those phone games, not one. I didn't play any of those fucking games. I just don't know that I care, like, about that part of the game. Playing it, I did it. I did the thing. I finished it. I watched the secret movie because I was not going to do the fucking Mickey emblems. And that shit was even more confusing, which is great because I was already confused. I guess we'll just wait and see what happens now because Lord knows Nomura's going to do something stupid somewhere down the line and be like, oh, I guess it's not all the way over or something.
Yeah, I have no idea what they're going to do now because they did a bunch of extra crap for Final Fantasy 15, so who knows if they'll do that for Kingdom Hearts 3 or what.
What else you got, Ralph? Any other questions? Otherwise, I'll hit you with my bus scale.
No, I got nothing.
Bus scale. Oh, man. I'm going to go 64 out of 74 buses. Okay. It did leave a little bit to be desired, but that game was real good, but it's not better. I do not think it's better than 1 and 2. It looks the best, but that clearly it's on PlayStation 4. Of course it does. But I did like the Disney rides, but they got real old. Like the Splash one got real old. The Teacup one got real old. The Blaster one is whatever. You don't use the fucking roller coaster one until like the end of the goddamn game.
Yeah, I don't like any of the ride ones. I avoid those whenever I see those pop up.
The only one that I ever use Link, the only Link combination I use there, Ryan, is fucking Simba, because he just fucking ruins everything, and it's so good.
I don't think I've got him yet. I got the Wreck-It Ralph and whatever that rat looking thing was.
The bouncy dude is good for a lot of enemies. Wreck-It Ralph's was dumb, but Simba is fucking astoundingly good. So make sure to use that a lot.
It's because you just can't wait to be king. So
I mean, he just throws fucking fireball. He just pisses fire all over everybody, basically.
I don't remember that happening in Lion King, but
taking a few liberties. That's
did he have an infection or something, or
staph infection? Yeah.
Did you get that checked out?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Timon checked it out and said, "Ooh."
What's the name of that monkey? Is it
Pumbaa?
Rafiki, see know how to do something about that.
He just gave him a riddle and told him to go fuck himself.
I feel like you should not be pissing fire, or something similar to that.
That's all I've been playing. Ryan, what about you? Why don't you tell me your thoughts on Kingdom Hearts 3 so far?
Well, I mean, like the combat feels to me exactly the same as 1 and 2, which is not a good thing. So I really wish there was no combat in that game, or if I kind of want it to be more just like a turn-based RPG. Like, to me, that'd be way better. Or if they could just get rid of the combat, because I know you're talking about the cutscenes were long. That's mostly what I'm there for. I just want to see the worlds, what they look like, and then see the weird stuff happen. And there's a lot of weird stuff happening, so that's been okay so far. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the combat for those Kingdom Hearts games is really weird and really bizarre and not good. But I don't know. People probably would not think it's a Kingdom Hearts game if they didn't have that in there, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I'm only at Tangled, so probably not even halfway through. Actually, I have a cutscene pause right now.
Do you really?
Yeah.
They're so, like, the cutscenes are just so fucking fantastically long, which, again, whatever, but yeah, I just don't get it.
I mean, to me, that's the reason why you're there.
It is like that is the explanatory, like, it tells you everything as far as what you need, the exposition, if you will. But I don't know, like I said, all that stuff seems like filler. If you were to play me an hour-and-a-half movie before you were just like, hey, here's the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, I'd be like, no, okay, fine.
Well, I don't know. Maybe there are people out there, like, I can't imagine there are people out there just dying for that Kingdom Hearts combat.
Not
like,
now.
Well, ever was anybody ever out there like, I have to play this combat because this combat is so great? Like, I can't be the Kingdom Hearts appeal.
I never really felt like I did a whole lot of dodge rolling in very many games until Kingdom Hearts came along, and then I dodge rolled like a motherfucker in that game.
But they don't even make it easy to do or make it intuitive. They do it in a weird way.
First 2 games I feel like they did. The third one does not feel like you need to do anything because it feels like you're so overpowered.
Yeah.
Like, I died once.
Because blocking and rolling away are the same button.
You know what? I didn't block ever in that game. Not once.
It's mostly rolling because you're mostly moving. So if you're moving, you're always going to roll and you're not going to block.
It's continuous movement and mashing the fucking X button. All it is.
So I feel like they should have put some more thought into that. I don't know. Maybe they did and they thought that was the way to go, but it doesn't seem like what you would do in any other modern video game. But
I honestly feel like they made this game, they wanted to be done with it, and now, like, if they're going to do anything else in this world, they feel like they exercise the demon of, hey, here's this game, we're done with it, and now we can do something completely different, but maybe inside of that kingdom. Like,
I don't know if they will, though, because 13 years and the game plays exactly the same as 2 and 1. So
man. Talk to me next week and tell me what you think.
I can't imagine the combat's going to change that much.
I don't fucking know. Anyway, what else you got on Kingdom Hearts or anything?
No, I'm going to definitely try to finish it.
You're probably what, 12-ish hours into it then? 15 maybe at Tangled?
My Xbox says 9, but But
maybe you're not. Well, you were probably going to finish it a hell of a lot quicker than I am because I literally I looked everywhere for everything all the time.
Oh, I try to do that, but I don't know. I don't care about it as much, so I'll go through, and that's just how I naturally play games. I try to walk through the map and try to find things wherever they are on the maps aren't that big. Sometimes the maps are confusing, so
right.
I don't dwell on it too long if the map is particularly weird.
All right.
Like the tangled one as you're going up and down stuff, and you have to. There's certain spots where you have to swing it with your hair. So
that
if you
tangled one sucked ass. Because I
but
tried to do the jump off of the cliff and break that thing at the bottom.
yeah, I fucked that up the first time.
I missed. Didn't try the second time. I said, "Fuck it, get me out of here."
Oh, I did it the second time.
I'm like, no, I'm good.
I can't remember what it was. There's something you get in there if you break that rock, but I don't remember what it was.
Auriculum or something for upgrading.
I think it was actually a piece of equipment, but I can't remember what it was.
I ended up not feeling like I got very many weapons in that game until I just built the best shield and best staff for Donald and Goofy at the very end of the game.
I've just been buying if I see anything new in the Moogle. Yeah. Just buy it.
Anyway.
Spending the money.
I think I've got like $100 billion in that fucking game because I also didn't spend money for anything either. It was unnecessary.
Yeah.
That game was tailor-made for you to not fuck it up.
Well, you can turn on the 0 XP thing.
I don't want to do that.
And there's one for the MP not recharging too if you want to make it really hard.
I don't know why they did that, but whatever.
There'll probably be people who will do it because apparently if you turn on the 0 XP one, it's kind of like where if you get hit once, you're dead. So there's going to be people doing like no damage runs for all of Kingdom Hearts 3, which would be pretty crazy to watch, but no way I could do that.
Nope. I didn't want to either.
But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty weird. I couldn't tell you really what's happening, but it looks nice when it's happening. The human characters don't look that great, but everything else looks fine. Apparently, that is Mickey's real voice.
That's an awful voice. The voice acting is terrible in this game.
But apparently, that's really Mickey's voice.
But it's really bad.
So I don't know why Mickey phoned it in, but
it's real bad.
It's the real Mickey, just a real shitty Mickey. But
real shitty Mickey is the only Disney Channel show I want to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I have seen Goofy going and spinning and hitting nothing, so that's been good. I haven't really heard Donald freaking out that much, but
just when he gets stuck on that statue in Hercules,
he just sounds like he is a chain smoker. That's what Donald sounds like. Like he's just been smoking.
He writes half-baked shitty songs and doesn't sing them very well.
I don't know, he's been smoking like multiple packs of cigarettes every day for years. And that's what his voice sounds like.
It's probably just Dan Castanella is all he is. It's probably just the same voice.
I wonder how many different Donalds have there been? There's got to have been more than one voice actor for Donald.
There's only one Donald, and he's in office. Let's move on to I think surmise the score.
Surmise the score. What is that?
I believe it's the part of the program. Oh wait, this is your bit.
Oh, it's the part of the program where we try to surmise the meta scores for video games that aren't out yet.
It's very true.
I don't know why we do it, but we do it. We do it poorly. Well, some of us do. Everyone but Ryan.
You probably have just as many wins as I do, if not more.
I don't know. I don't really care. I just want this 100 worst games list to get dwindled down. So we surmised some scores a while back, a couple episodes ago, for several games, and a couple of them have a meta score now. One of them being Etrian Odyssey Nexus on the 3DS, which is how Ryan described it, as a battle royale.
Yeah.
Where you have to draw your own map.
Pans. Yeah, a lot of frying pans in that.
Is this a dungeon crawler or just I
don't know if they're all those games are dungeon crawlers, but I think most of them are. And yeah, you have to like actually manually populate the map.
Okay,
Persona
like
Q is the same. Yeah, Persona Q is the same way.
like the box comes with like a cloth and a quill.
Maybe one did at one time, but no, you just get like a blank spot, and as you're playing the game with your little cursor, you gotta put what's in that map. If you found an item in a certain spot, you put that you found an item there. Or if there's a door there, you found a door there.
All right. 81. 81 is what it got out of 100. So coming in
hot last.
Oh, hot math here.
Hot Lana,
yeah.
Coming in hot ass last. Sucking on that tailpipe with a guess of 75 was Ralph. Sorry, Ralph. Coming in second, sucking on the seat of that motorbike with a guess of 77 was Derek.
Yep. Double sevens, that's me. Double John Elway.
Oh, man. And nailing it, riding
is high.
Riding hard and high on that
to hell
closed guy. With a guess of 81 was Ryan.
Hard and high on a fully clothed guy. That sounds like a great porn movie.
I mean, that's why I went with guy, because it rhymed.
Yep.
Ryan, you've won the right.
Yeah. I am gonna take Hayes off this list.
It's already off the list. You can't do it twice.
Was it really? It's not crossed out.
Oh, that might be my fault.
Unbelievable. You can take it off again though if you want.
Oh, let me see if it's down at the bottom. It might be down at the.
It's at the bottom. It's number 7.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's still on the list. All right, we'll have to rethink my game here.
I failed. I'm sorry. Don't fire me.
It's okay. You could not put Never Dead down there because it's already off. So don't do that.
Oh man, like I feel like I'll do Saw 2. Saw 2 is not down there.
Saw 2, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood.
Yeah, that's what they should have named it. Yeah,
flesh and blood.
Yeah,
flesh and blood.
That's what they named the movie, right?
As far as I know,
I don't think Saw 2 had a subtitle for the movie.
The two was the subtitle. It was Saw: 2.
Yeah. Roman numeral 2 or just number 2?
Both. It was like a 2, 1, then a comma, then the other one. It was very confusing. All right. And Donnie Wahlberg was in it. Next up we have Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game 2.
Like the first one.
This has a Metascore of 74, which is the PS4 version, because none of the other ones had Metascore yet. Yeah, to follow up that reaction, coming a dead last. The guess of 49.
Yeah.
With Ryan.
The first one was really bad.
I think it got higher than a 49, though. I think it was like that's like 60s or 70s.
Like that game would be like the first one would be like an instant candidate for this list that we're doing here.
I mean, I was interested in trying that one because it had a track editor, but I never tried it. Yeah. I always want to play a racing game that has a track editor because people make crazy shit. But
like Trackmania.
Yeah. Well, except on the PS4 and Xbox One versions of Trackmania Turbo, you cannot create tracks, as far as I know. Coming in second with a guess of 64 was Derek.
God fucking damn it.
And not nailing it with a guess of 70 was Ralph.
Man, it'd have been really great if he only won once and the one game he removed was Ride to Hell. But
Yep. Oh no!
If I could ride as high as you on top of a fully clothed guy, I'd be doing it all the time. Hold on, special appearance by a baby.
What? Who is that person?
This is hello. Say hi.
This is I don't know if this has ever happened before.
I think this might be the first time you've been on the show. Say hello, Hadley.
I don't know if she knows how to wave.
Does she know the dance yet?
She knows how to fist bump.
You say hi? Hi.
She's like,
She doesn't know what's happening.
She's very confused as to what's
where's
happening.
the boob?
No boob. Just normal milk.
She's like, this is not Kingdom Hearts. I was promised Kingdom Hearts.
Hi.
All I got was this lousy dad.
Aw.
What? Stop.
She has no idea what to do.
She's
frozen.
Can she say words?
She can say words. Yeah, she says plenty of words.
It's not right now.
Does she say tangled?
Dada.
Is she gonna eat the microphone?
Nope. Not a thing.
No.
Nothing. I got nothing for you.
She's pleading the fifth right now. That's what she's doing. She's not gonna self-incriminate.
That's your uncle's. She's waving. There she is.
Oh, there.
Oh, okay. That's a
low wave. Yeah.
Yep.
She have a fox on her shirt.
Master of the low wave.
Yeah, she might have a fox. It might be a fox. What does the fox say?
Meow.
What does the circuit bent fox say?
What does the Carfax fox say? Carfax.
Big wave.
Oh man, that's not quite the low wave. I don't know what that is. That's like the scratch wave.
What?
Oh. She's calling you a bitch.
Probably.
What is your favorite battle royale game?
Is your favorite battle royale game Fortnite? Or is it Apex Legends?
She's thinking it over.
If they came out with
Royale cheese?
Yeah, get one of those.
Nope.
The Royale with cheese edition.
Okay. All right. Anyway, sorry, I didn't win that. Who did? You did.
Ralph won it. I'm going to put, or I'm going to take off Showdown Legends of Wrestling.
Seems to be your go-to. I think you removed the other ones.
I think. Oh gosh, Legends of Wrestling is down here twice.
It might be 3 times.
What?
Because there's 3 Legends of Wrestling games.
Okay, well maybe is the second one crossed off?
I'm not sure.
No, it's not. I'll just assume that was the second one.
Okay,
because
that's fine.
Legends of Wrestling is number 11 and number 5. So I don't know. I mishandled something here, but all right, all of them are off now. It looks like
Showdown Legends of Wrestling coming off,
and the second Legends of Wrestling.
Yeah, cross that one off too.
Okay.
All right.
We'll never know which one got removed first.
That's fine.
It's true.
It's all over but the tears.
No, able. So that was all the games we had med scores for. Sorry about that.
One.
We still have wrestling games on this list, though.
Yeah, I gotta get all them off. Maybe except that Game Boy one.
Oh.
Can I retroactively put that Resident Evil 2 game on here?
Which one?
The one that Ralph sent us the other day.
Yeah, you can put that.
The Gamecom.
Yeah, the Gamecom one.
Man, my brother had a Gamecom, but I don't think he ever had that. Man, that thing was a piece of shit. Gamecom.
I feel like I remember
Game.com. I don't know what the hell this
thing, like the little. I feel like I remember that because then they have like one that was like music too, like small things of CDs and shit.
I'm not sure.
Oh, that was
What was that?
There's some other thing that was newer that had like little discs because there was like some kind of X-Men or Wolverine games or something.
Yeah, I don't remember. There was something weird like that though.
Man, that thing was a pile of shit too.
Oh,
Talking about the PSP.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, that
UMDs, baby.
Unscrewing that disc. That's a bad idea.
Don't ever unscrew that disc.
No.
The disc was so tiny it had to have something around it. So.
Those are my favorite ones to unscrew.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So Spike Volleyball, Far Cry New Dawn, Crackdown 3, Anthem. No meta scores yet. But we can. Oh man, I had the description for this game pulled up the other day and now I lost it. So we'll go with the next one. A game we can't surmise the score for is Metro Exodus.
Oh yeah, that game's coming out too, and I got to play that too. Fuck.
Do you have to play it?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like a real story heavy game, and I kind of want to check it out.
Well, Derek, since you didn't win, why don't you go ahead and give us your score?
110.
110.
I don't know how other Metro games go, but I'm going to go with an 81.
81. Ryan, we got
84.
84. I'm going to go 87. That's probably risky, but who cares? Okay, and wait, I don't do risks. The final game I have for us, which I'm trying to get a description up for. I mean, I guess we could have said Metro Exodus. Was that the second or third Metro?
I don't know if that's
third Metro game. It's the third Metro game.
So it's like a first-person shooter, but
yeah,
it's kind of
got some survival stuff.
Okay, bullets are currency. Is that correct?
I think so, but the second one was more of an action game, and who knows what they're going to do with the third one. I think it's supposed to be more open, like more open exploration stuff.
Okay.
First-person shooter, survival, horror, and stealth elements set in post-apocalyptic wasteland of former Russian Federation.
Yeah, I mean, I've played the first two, so
sandbox
like
environment,
either one of them.
dynamic weather system, day-night cycle, environments, seasons.
So the cars slide around when it's icy out?
One whole year in the game.
There are no cars.
Okay. But cars are currency, though, right? They're like
They should
$100
be.
bills.
Yeah. If you got like an old Toyota Corolla, it's worth more than like an old Ford Tempo. Yeah.
Okay. Just like not like real life.
Yeah.
Okay. The final game I have for us.
Metro Last Light, 82 on PC, 80 on the other consoles, just as a reference after we've already made our score picks.
You can redo it.
81 on PC for the first one, 90, and then 77 on the other ones, respectively. So
Okay. And the final game I have for us is Jump Force.
Oh.
Which I was trying to find a description of. It's this thing isn't telling me shit. A unique setting merging the jump world and the real world. What? So this is
the anime stuff.
Celebrating the 50th anniversary of the famous weekly Jump magazine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's
Shonen Jump is a magazine.
Okay. Anime shit. I think it's a fighting game.
It is.
Is this correct? An alliance of the most powerful manga. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Manga. Heroes from
Mangini, yeah.
Okay. The Man Genius.
Yep.
Most powerful Man Genius heroes from Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, and much more. Realistic graphics bring manga characters to life like never before. Mangitis.
Realistic? What does a realistic even mean for an anime?
Man, you can see the mangina. Okay.
That's too much. Adults only.
Jump Force, Ryan, what you got?
82.
82. I'm going to go with a 70. Even. Derek?
You said 72. What was Ryan's?
I said 82.
Right.
He said 70.
70. I guess I'll split the difference and go 75.
Split in half.
Fuck it.
75. And that's all I've got. Unless you want to do the Elder Scrolls 6.
21.
It's coming out next month.
Oh, man, they got that logo.
Elder Scrolls,
logo is ready.
Elder Scrolls 76.
It was a good logo.
Sequel to Fallout 76, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Post-apocalyptic.
What's the subtitle for 6?
The number of the beast.
Retribution.
Elder Scrolls 6, Daggerfall 2. Is that what we're doing? All right.
Elder Scrolls 6, please forget Fallout.
2.
Elder Scrolls 6.
Also. Yes. Ride to Hell, Elder Scrolls 6.
If it was Elder Scrolls 6 Retribution, I'd be so excited.
You know it is.
Retribution should be the tagline for every sequel.
I always want to call Ride to Hell Redemption, and I don't know why.
If it was Red Dead Redemption 2 Retribution. That'd be a pretty good name.
2 Retribution, 2 Furious.
Yeah. Yep. A link between retributions. What else you got?
I got Resistance Retribution. I think that's a game.
Sure. Twisted Metal
PSP
2.
game?
Twisted Metal 2 Retribution.
Black.
Black Retribution. That's not the same game.
No, I got nothing, and that's all the surmisals I got. Surmising.
All right. I think that's it for this week. Pretty quick week. I don't know what do we got. What do we got planned for next week, Ryan? You gonna just keep banging on Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah. Pretty sure that's what I'm gonna be doing.
When's Far Cry come out? Next Friday?
Yeah, it's next Friday.
Okay.
Ralph, what about you? Just Retribution in it forever or what?
Yeah, probably finish that or try to, and probably be playing some Game Boy games at some point. Game Boy Advance games. I don't know. Just been in the mood to play retro stuff. If you call Red to Hell retro,
I mean, I would call it old. I don't know.
I call it classic.
Oh boy, that's a stretch.
Yeah. No. What about you, Apex?
Classically old.
It'll be classically trained.
It's like the Beethoven of video games.
Right, yeah. Deaf, dumb, and blind, right? Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
And
Hell
Frank.
yeah.
Oh, and Frank, deaf, dumb, and blind.
There's probably a blind mode where it's just a blank screen.
I don't think Anne Frank was deaf, dumb, and blind. I think you're thinking of Helen Keller.
It's all the same.
It's a joke. It's like I see Clerks too.
Yeah.
I saw it once. That was enough.
That's what that's from. It's a Clerks 2 reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably play a lot more Apex. I bought that Yakuza game, even though I haven't finished Kiwami. I've got Dear Esther that was free last month that I need to finish that. I downloaded For Honor.
Dear Esther's like a 1.5 hour game.
Yeah, I'll blow through that real quick. But I've got some. I want to get back to Origins so I can finish that. So I've got some games in the pipeline. I don't know how much time I'll get to play next week.
Wonder if there's anybody that speedruns Dear Esther.
Should they try?
I mean, they could. It's only.
Can you run though?
Run itself.
Check this out here.
Is this a run simulator or a walking simulator?
It is a.
It's a simulator.
It's got 20 minutes Dear Esther speed run.
Jesus Christ.
Why not?
There's a 6-minute Dear Esther speed run. They
Oh
must have
gosh.
been clipping. There's a 2-minute Dear Esther speed run. So.
Can you just like go to the options menu and turn the credit or watch the credits? Is that considered a speedrun?
I think those 2-minute ones are probably not official because I'm looking at the leaderboard for Dear Esther right now, and
leaderboard is it in the game? Is that in-game leaderboard?
I typed in Dear Esther speedrun. There's a speedrun.com Dear Esther.
Oh,
I don't know how official this is, but
what about Ride to Hell?
I was gonna say type in speedrun.com Amanda and see what it comes up. It should be about 3 seconds.
Amanda.
Oh man, two.
Is that hers or is that yours?
I don't think she's ever gotten it in 3 seconds. I guess I should ask the black dudes that delivered all that meat so long ago. Maybe they
a truck steak.
The truck steak. Maybe that did it for her in 3 seconds.
The landmark edition of Dear Esther has some faster times. We're looking at 18 minutes there.
What about the landmark edition of Ride to Hell?
I think it's unreleased.
The landmark edition where it just shows the Statue of Liberty still fully clothed.
It's not what I want to see.
I know.
Or it is.
We do a Ride to Hell edition of Odyssey, and all the statues will have clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Giant dongs.
Yeah.
That's going to do it. We'll see what next week has in store for us. We'll be back hopefully on our normal schedule Thursday night. But until then, for Ryan, for Ralph, I am Derek. Level up, bitch.